Hey, 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 YouTube, what's up? Welcome back to Spilling the Tea with Astrology. Spilling love tea with astrology. Spilling love tea with astrology. Yo, in witchy wisdom. Hey, it's me, Bren. I am back. Where are they gonna go? I live here! Here's some Palo Santo to cleanse your souls, my darlings. And everyone take a deep breath. Why? Because nothing's that fucking serious in life, people. Nothing. Just nothing. So, after yesterday's video, when I said all the Aries out there, hey, here comes Witchy Wisdom Cat. And when I said all the Aries are going to throw their phones at the ground or they're going to smash them, they're going to be all pissed off and shit, you know? Because, I mean, the first 3 videos I did were winning over Aries women and men. And, of course, there's all the good qualities because, you know, oh, you're in love with them. You're trying to win them over, you know? And yesterday, I'm like, you know, I'm just flipping around through some of my astrology books. And I was just like, wait a minute. Like, there's a bad side to Aries too, dudes. They're like, you can't just like overlook that and just like skip it like it's not a thing. It's a fucking thing, you know? So I did last night's on, you know, the Aries temper, which it's not all Aries, first of all. So it's just putting that right out there. But, you know, it is a thing. It is a known thing. It is in every single astrology book you will look at. I do not make this shit up. I did not invent astrology. I'm old enough to have fucking invented astrology, but I did not. So, oh my God. So I'm going to tell you the story. This is hilarious. This is a little hard to talk about because it hit home a little bit for me. But, so I set the video out there and whatever, you know, went to bed, woke up, put it on Facebook the next morning, and I don't know if this person saw it before I put it on Facebook or after I put it on Facebook. I hope this person's a good enough fan that they actually were watching it on YouTube last night versus Facebook this morning, but whatever. So I get this sideways remark, like a paragraph by a Facebook friend who I thought was really cool with me. She's not even an Aries, dude. She's not even an Aries. She directs this comment. I'm going to tell you what it said too. I don't care. I won't tell you her name or nothing. But so I read it and it's basically saying, the gist of the entire paragraph was, I'm a horrible person for judging people. Because, like, this astrology temper stuff with Aries isn't written in every book in the world, you know? So it's me personally judging people. I'm a horrible human. But, not only that, it was an accusation that I teach my kids who are 17 and 19. They're not exactly kids. I teach my kids to believe the way I do in astrology, or I taught them astrology at all, mind you. You know, I will teach you astrology if you're really fucking interested. You know what I'm saying? Because it's so complicated and convoluted that I'm not going to spend my every last dying breath on teaching somebody who doesn't give a fuck. So my kids never gave a fuck, okay? 0 fucks given. I've never taught my kids astrology. So this person goes on to assume I've taught them how to judge people based on their astrology sign and what a douchebag I am. And like, it hit me for a minute, you know? I mean, I'm human, right? So I'm not laughing right away. I'm like, oh, wow, what the fuck did I say last night? Wow, this person's crazy. What's her deal, you know? Whatever. So I let it go. I let it fly. And I had a person that I ended up talking to today tell this person for me, let her know that I knew the comment was for me. But I said, you know, you can tell her she can really just fucking hit the thumbs down button because it helps my algorithm on YouTube. I get, you know, you can hate me, you can love me, it's still gonna fucking make you a fan basically at the end of the day, you know? So but she made indication. I want to be very careful not to call her out because she's really cool, actually. So I was like shocked at the comment. But she went out of her way to make it clear that she took back what she said, basically. It was just, a tiny little gesture to show me that. She didn't really mean it because I talked to a friend of hers, but whatever, anyway. So back in 1985, this would have been like hate mail, basically. So this is hate mail version 2022. So you're doing something right if you're pissing them off, right? Oh my God. Well, I finally got my first comment last night. I'm not talking to a blank wall, because like I was trying to say yesterday, if you listened to yesterday's was great. Every YouTuber out there has said this, and I watched 2 tons of tarot on YouTube land, which is how I started off. I'm gonna do tarot, But every YouTuber that I watch all damn day long will tell you, talking to a camera, you feel like you're talking to yourself. So please like, share, subscribe, comment, interact with me, tell me you're there. What's up? You know what I mean? So I'm not talking to a fucking camera. So I got my first comment last night, and you can see it. You can go back and look at it if you want, but it was basically an Aries saying, I went through the whole, the worst trait of an Aries, a typical, let's just put it that way, a typical, stereotypical Aries, their worst trait is their temper. So, that was the whole video was on Aries temper. And the comment was, but I'm not like that, and I'm cool with you, and we're cool, and I'm like, yeah, we really are actually kind of cool, And it was the perfect comment because you can't take anything I say too seriously, first of all. Don't take anything anyone says too seriously, including yourself. But it's like, astrology is not anything set in stone. The hard thing is that, back in my day, we would do the newspaper. There's no such thing as a newspaper for you youngins, and it would list off Aries, Taurus, Gemini, a little paragraph about how your day was going to be in the newspaper. And that's how I even got started. As soon as I could read, I was reading that in the newspaper, So that's how I even started getting anywhere, liking it, like in kindergarten, That was my thing. Fucking weirdo, but whatever. And the thing about astrology is that you have your sun, your moon, your rising sign, your Mercury, your Venus, your Mars, your Jupiter, your Saturn, your Neptune, your Uranus, your Pluto, your North Node, right? Yes. North and South Node. So there's a million things that goes into making up your specific personality. So if you were watching last night and you're an Aries or Aries, you didn't that doesn't sound like the Aries I know, or you're like, fuck you, I don't have a temper tantrum. A temper problem, whatever, temper tantrum, whatever. Oh my God, I'm sorry. I'm just still not over the comment from this morning. It's still killing me, but so you're made up, your entire chart is made up of so many different planets that if your sun sign is an Aries, and wow, everything you said about temperance doesn't fit me at all, and the girl who made the comment that doesn't fit me at all is one of my closest clients, friends, that I met her as a client, as doing psychic readings with her 4 or 5 years ago. 5 years ago, I met her, and she said it's one of the clients that's turned into a friend kind of thing. And so we got to talking today, and she's actually, what I said to her was the same thing I'm saying right now. If this doesn't sound like you when I'm describing your sun sign, you're like, that's not me at all. It means 2 things. First of all, I did disclaimer in the video last night that if you're spiritually evolved person, sometimes you're born spiritually evolved, that's a thing, and sometimes you grow up and grow into being spiritually evolved, that you have less negative aspects of your sun sign, moon sign, rising sign, your main personality characteristics, So the people who are like, that's not me, I don't have a temper, I'm an Aries, and I'm not angry, and all this stuff. Okay, but that begs to differ and to say, wow, if you're an Aries and everything I said on that video last night doesn't remotely describe you at all, for real, then definitely do a one-on-one astrology consultation with me. So many people plug their birth chart information into a birth chart free site because there's a million of them nowadays, you know? And I'm going to put one in the link that I think is really cool. I'm going to have to go look it up again because I keep forgetting it. But I had an older one that I feel as though it's missing a few things. So I have a better website that I'm going to list in the description to look up your own chart. So a lot of people look up their own chart and they feel like they're, you know, they've learned something or they're geniuses in one day. And to understand your own chart, you know, you really do need an astrologist, whatever. You need it. And you know, people think they read what they get out of, spits out of the website, and they're like, okay, well, I understand everything, and I don't need an astrologer. And I'm here to say, you do need an astrologer, you know, absolutely, to interpret all of that. I've been doing this since I was 8 years old, and it's not something you learn overnight. It's not something that you can read off of a program and know. It's not. So I hope I excite you about astrology and knowing more about yourself and getting people to do one-on-one astrology consultations with me. So she's coming over on Saturday, and we're going to do astrology consultation on her. And it's basically just her birth chart consultation. And that's where most people think they know everything and they don't need any help. So you do. And I hope she ends up being a great advertisement for her after I hook her up on Saturday with the birth chart analysis and consultation that I'm going to have with her. And there's other things in your chart. So let's just say you don't act like the typical Aries that I described yesterday. Okay, well, is your moon in Cancer a really sweet, kind, soft, mothering vibe? Is your ascendant, your rising, is that in Pisces? A sweet, kind, another again, water sign. Cancer and Pisces are almost the same. Cancer and Pisces. Do you have other planets and placements that make you act more like a water sign or more like an earth sign or more like an air sign? And that's why when I'm talking about your stereotypical Aries, it doesn't fit you. Because your other qualities, other signs, other planets come out. Sorry, just looking out the window. Got some neighbors coming home. So you want to know what these other planets are and what they mean, and why do I not act like a typical Aries? Because what I'm saying isn't bullshit. It's not. Everything I said about the Aries having a temper and how to deal with it, is real and true of people who are truer to their sun sign, you know. So if you have an Aries sun, an Aries moon, or an Aries sun and a Leo moon, a couple fire charts to back up that Aries, you're gonna get closer to a stereotypical Aries personality. But like I was saying, if you have different moon signs that are in this and ascendants that are in this and Venus that's in this, you're a complicated person. No one is exactly the cookie cutter Aries. So come see me for a reading. I'm glad she made that comment because I honestly I've offered readings forever. But what really took off for me monetarily wise was psychic readings, where I don't have to do a whole hell of a lot of thinking, which is awesome. I kind of just channel and it comes out my mouth and people are like, holy shit, oh my God, how'd you know that? I'm like, I don't know. Isn't that cool? Because I don't exactly know how I know that. So there's that. But so I offer the psychic reading for money. That's what I do for my day job. And if you want a psychic reading, I will blow your mind, And when I started these videos, I advertised my psychic reading, but I didn't even put up advertising an astrology consultation. Like, this is what I'm doing here, astrology. And it's been to this point where people like I said, plug their information in on some website. They read it. They think they know everything and they don't want to know more. If that's you, cool. But if you want to know more about yourself and how you work and how you tick and how you think and why you do what you do, come see me for a consultation, my friends. You know? Okay. Getting really intense. So I'm going to start offering the astrology consults again. I'm going to offer them at $50 for a birth chart consultation, which is about 45 minutes. I don't time anything. When I'm done, I'm done. She comes to my house because she lives close by in Connecticut, but this is something I can do on FaceTime, Facebook Messenger, Instagram, message, whatever. I do it face to face, and it's great. Same with my readings. My readings are awesome on Messenger. I do most of them on Messenger and FaceTime. And then it's gonna be $100 to do a comparison chart, to take two different birth charts, and not only to tell you who you are, who they are, to tell you how you guys come together and how you interact with each other. Are you a good match? Are you a bad match? Can you do something to, help the relationship by being something, not being something, by doing things differently in a way that, your partner will understand? Can I help your relationship get better? This is what I'm here about. It's relationship astrology. And my favorite thing is comparing two charts and two completely unique, crazy, different charts. I'm like, okay, so this is your boyfriend? Oh no, honey. Oh, it's gonna be okay. We're gonna work on this. Let me tell you this. And people honestly always think of boyfriend and girlfriend romantic relationships for astrology comparison charts. They used to call them compatibility charts, but no one's exactly compatible. And then when you're not compatible at all, what do you tell a married couple? Honey, y'all ain't compatible for shit. Your chart don't go nothing with his. No wonder you argue all the time. Y'all should get a divorce. What do you do when you're not compatible? Because there's a lot of incompatibilities in every comparison chart. So I call them comparison charts. And I also want to say, they are talking about raising children. I can't believe that, girl. I'm raising my children to hate certain zodiac signs and shit, But raising your children, if you want to get your child's chart done, that is awesome parenting, bro. Knowing your kids' quirks, ins, outs, ticks and tacks, that's awesome. Go you. That's an awesome parenting tool. But also comparing your chart to your child's chart, and how you can interact better with each other to have a more harmonious relationship is cool for children. Because, back in the day, children were, seen and not heard. And now it's like people want to get to know their children. It's a thing. How better a way to get to know your children than getting their birth chart done and getting your birth chart done and comparing how you mesh with each other is basically what's up. And that's my entire mission in life. I find it hilarious that it took Latoya's comment yesterday to realize that I wasn't even offering my astrology services. It's become to a point where people just over the internet and Facebook and took over in somewhere around 2010, I want to say 12 years ago. And we're at this point where everyone thinks they're an astrologist because they can read a fucking website. And you're not. I'm here telling you, oh my God, am I telling you how old I am? I'll be honest. Okay, we'll go with this. This is honesty. Over 40 years have I been studying people. Not just astrology, not the book knowledge, not the stuff that gets spit out of your computer. Studying people. You know what I mean? Ooh, this is what makes people tick. Oh, I know people's moon signs that don't have any idea that I know that. How do you know my moon sign? Well, I know Shelly just texted me earlier, and I told her to watch my video tonight. I told her to watch some other videos, whatever, too. But anyway, Shelly doesn't know shit about astrology. Shelly, I love you. But let me tell you, your moon's in Virgo, so you're not the typical Leo. See, I know more about you. I psychoanalyze every single person in my life, and I study people. So that's where you need an astrologer, an astrologist, somebody who understands the actual energies of people and personalities and things like that, you know? Oh my gosh, did I not start my timer? All right, I'm gonna probably have to cut it here, ish. I didn't start my timer, so I could go crazy in my ear like last night. Save me. But thank you for joining me. Thank you for understanding that there are negative aspects to every sign, and if you don't fit positive or negative aspects to your sun sign, that you want to look further into your personality, I am here for that. That is my fucking passion. You know what I mean? That's my passion. That's my thing. That's always been my thing, you know? I mean, I have other things too. Obviously, I do psychic readings. That's one of my things. So, you know, if you want to get a psychic reading, that's a great way to support me as well. I need everything, but I especially need a camera because my phone, what I've been recording on is a phone that cuts me out at 30 minutes. So that's why I usually have a timer, and I'm just about to get cut out and shortly here. So yeah, please donate to my, what I have, PayPal and Cash App links are in the description box. A link to my readings and emails in the description box, and a link to astrology consultations will now be in the description box. And if you're having fun, I don't know, I mean, I'm having fun. If you're having fun, you're digging my vibe, join my tribe, and subscribe. My alarm is working. Oh, God bless America. Ooh, and I turned it off right on the once last night. Like, turn off, motherfucker, turn off. And it wouldn't. All right. So that's the tea for tonight, guys. I'm going to ring us out with a singing bowl. Please subscribe. I think that's what I was trying to say if I didn't say it. Please subscribe. I beg you. I beg you. Now, if you are watching this on my Facebook, you have actually got to go into YouTube to like, share, or comment, or subscribe. Pain in the ass, maybe, but come on, help me out, people. What do I pay you for? Oh, I don't pay you? Oh, well, you know, I don't have any money. All right, I'm going to ring us out with a heart chakra singing bowl, and I'm going to do another video in just a second. Y'all have an awesome night if this is the only video that you're watching for tonight, tomorrow, whatever the hell time you're watching this. Okay, my singing bowl's not singing.